Hi, William here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my workshop. Now, for my next projects, and I intend to kind of amalgamate three together, a set of things if you like, and okay, what I've pulled out of my wood pile then is this piece of laburnum, which is obviously going to be very suitable for a bowl, and I suspect I can get something around 10 inches by 4 inches from that, which is quite a substantial bowl. Now from this piece, it's a log. I'm hoping to turn something like a ornamental vase, and I should be able to get something about 10 inches by 4 inches again, but obviously in the opposite orientation. Finally, I have this piece of laburnum here, which is an irregular shape, so it's going to need to be straightened, and I suspect I can get something like 5 inches by 8 or 9 inches, which I think will make a nice box. Now, because I haven't done anything on the spindle recently, the first of the three projects is in fact going to be the ornamental vase. Okay, so welcome to project number 1 of 3, which is going to be a fluted vase, I hope, from this bit of laburnum, which should come out round about 7 or 8 inches tall by 3.5 to 4 inches wide at its widest point. Now, thinking ahead, of course, turning long items on a spindle where they need to be hollowed always represents a bit of a challenge, actually holding the item in place securely on the lathe. Now there's a few ways of doing this, but my preferred way is to turn a substantial spigot on the base of the project and use the gripper jaws to make sure it's not going to depart the lathe. Okay, so all we have to do then is to get this mounted between centres, it's square enough, and start off by turning away most of the sapwood, or all of the sapwood in fact, because it is quite old and soft and punky and can't be used as a feature in the project at all. Now, as I mentioned earlier, for this project, which is going to need to be hollowed and therefore only supported on one end, we're going to need some positive attachment. So I'm going to use these giant gripper jaws, which means losing about 4 centimetres of the piece, but it's plenty of material there to work with. Okay, then the first task then is to reduce this will be the base, this is waste, reduce it to the size of the base, which is going to be about 47 mil. So I've set my calipers here to 50 mil. Okay, that's close enough because I want a bit of spare on there so that I can make sure that the curve of the outside of the vase is correct. Okay, next task is reduce where the beginning of the neck starts. That's going to be reduced down to about 85, which isn't very much. Close enough. Okay, the narrowest part of the neck here will also be about 47 mil, so I just want to reduce that. So. Okay, that's the outside roughed out as much as I can do. At this stage, I think I'm going to at least drill a pilot hole down through there before I finish it off in case anything goes haywire. Maybe I should have done that before. Now, this is an Axminster Forstner extension with a silver line sanding drum mounted. And for me, for clearing out and sanding the inside of things like small vases or bud vases, this works extremely well. Okay, so there it is then, the first of the 3 pieces. I'm quite happy with that. A little bit of sapwood left on the outside, which I hadn't intended to, but I don't think it distracts from the beauty of this wonderful piece of laburnum. But before I go, just another reminder about COVID-19. Now, it's still with us, and in my humble opinion, nothing's going to change until we have that vaccine. Now, I volunteered to be a guinea pig for the final part of the trial of the Russian vaccine, which is already being distributed within Russia and in 8 other countries apparently. Now, my dosage arrived this morning. It's self-administered, and so far there's been absolutely no side effects. Спасибо за просмотр и до свидания.